Are you ready to try out EventPilot? Simply watch this video to learn how to set up your first event and see it live in the EventPilot Conference app in just a few minutes. On our website at tevsoftware.com, click Build a Free Event App. If you don't yet have an account with EventPilot, click Register, click OK in the info dialog, and fill out the fields to create and then verify your account via the email you'll receive. Once verified, you can log in to the Conference App Builder. In the Select a Product screen, click the blue EventPilot Scientific and Medical Meetings button on the left. The Project Wizard opens to guide you through setting up your project. Click Next to start. In the Event Information screen, enter your conference name on the first line. Hover over the field to see any requirements or character limit. Let's name our event ABC 2024. On the location line, enter what city your event is in. Our event is in New York City. In the Time Zone section, select your time zone from the drop-down list. New York is in the Eastern U.S. time zone. Under Event Color, select a color for your event. If your organization has a certain color, you could paste its color hex code in the box on the bottom right of the color picker. For our event, let's select a dark red as the event color. Click Next. Now you can enter a short code that allows your attendees to download your specific event into the EventPilot Conference app. Once again, hover over the field for specifications and character limits. We'll use ABC24 as our access code. It's short and easy for attendees to type in. Click Next. Now, download the mobile app since we'll load our event into it in a few minutes. There are QR codes and URLs to the EventPilot Conference app on the Apple and Google Play stores. Also on this screen is the event code we created in the previous step. Click Next. On the final screen, there are URLs to the mobile web app and the desktop itinerary planner. Click Next. We are ready to add our event program. Click Add Sessions to get started. You don't have to upgrade yet for up to 3 items in each table, so you can click anywhere to close the dialog. If you have spreadsheets with your data, or you're using an abstract management system like Scholar One or Confex, you can do a test import by opening the Import section and clicking Add Import. For our demo here, we will just manually add the content. Click Add Session and add the title of your first session. Each session is of a specific session type like workshop, poster, concurrent session. This is a keynote, so let's create the type keynote. This isn't a virtual event, so we'll add a date like May 26th, starting at 9 a.m. and ending at 10 a.m. Since this is an on-site event, I am adding the room location like Ballroom A. You can also add a session number for your sessions. We don't need it for our keynote. Add an optional session description in the description field. The more info you provide, the more you can help your attendees make a decision about scheduling the session or not. Click Save. Our session is now created. Let's add the speaker to it. Click the blue plus sign next to Speakers. Click Add New. Each speaker must have a first name and last name. All other fields are optional. We'll add an organization in the Organization field and a title or credentials in the Title field. It's also nice for attendees to be able to read a bio for context, so let's add one here. You can also use this field for displaying disclosures. Click Save. Amy Finn is now associated as a speaker with this session. It would be nice to add a photo. Click on the speaker record that we just created and click on the edit icon next to the placeholder image to upload your photo. And it's that easy. Let's close the speaker window and add another session. Click Sessions to return to the Sessions screen. Click Add Session. Once again, give your session a title. Let's call this session Oral Presentations, Behavioral Science, and Human Dynamics in Conferences. For the session type, the default field hint is poster, and that's exactly what we want to use for our scientific session, so we enter the word poster. This session is also on May 26th. It starts at 10 a.m. and ends at 11 a.m. It's located in the poster hall. Click Save. And we again close the dialog box to see both of the sessions we have created so far. A typical scientific poster session would have individual presentations like child sessions or sub-sessions. Let's go ahead and set one of these up. Click Add Session, add the title, and the same session type as the parent session, which is poster. Since this presentation is a subsession of the oral presentation session, it must be on the same date, May 26th. And within the time of the parent session, which is from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. So we'll set the presentation time to be from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Let's add an actual poster location in our poster hall, and let's add an optional session number. Finally, let's add our description. You could also use this field to add your full text abstract. Click Save. Click the blue plus sign to add speakers to the poster session, as we have done earlier in the video. You could associate an exhibitor sponsoring any session or presentation, but we will skip this for this session. Poster presentations usually have abstracts or e-posters associated to them. If you don't add the abstracts in the session description field, you could link it as a media item instead. If you have a poster PDF, you can upload it right here. Let's upload a poster PDF. Click the blue plus sign next to Media Items. Click Add New. Select PDF link. We'll use the subsession title to refer to the PDF. For clarification for attendees, we'll state ePoster PDF in the subtitle field. Click Choose File to upload a PDF from your computer. Click Save. The PDF media item is now associated with our subsession. If you use the Speaker Portal feature, all of the files uploaded by speakers themselves are automatically associated to their presentations. To link this presentation as a subsession to the main oral presentation session, we need to assign oral presentations as the parent. Click the blue plus sign next to Parent Session, select the oral presentation session from the list, and our poster session is now a subsession or presentation within the parent oral presentation session. There is even more you can add to your sessions. You can add filter keywords in order to help attendees quickly find similar sessions. Click the blue plus sign next to Filter 1. Click Add New. A good keyword for this session would be engagement. Click Add to add the keyword. Let's add another keyword. Again, click the blue plus sign. Click Add New. And let's add behavioral science. Click Add. Our subsession now contains these keywords. Close the window, and let's give our filter a proper label. Click the drop-down arrow to open the filter menu, and let's title our filter Topics. Click the X to remove any filters you aren't using. These can always be added back in later by clicking on Add Filter. We are done with adding our 3 sessions and some speakers and are ready to now add some exhibitors. On the left menu, click Expo and Exhibitors. Click Add Exhibitor and enter the organization name. Similar to sessions, exhibitors are categorized by type as well. In this case, you can use types to differentiate sponsors from normal exhibitors. Let's make ours a gold sponsor. You could fill in an email address for the exhibitor and a web link. These 2 fields are optional. It's always good to have a description for exhibitors so users can find companies by searching for keywords. Click Save. Click the Edit icon next to the image to upload a logo for the exhibitor. Since this is our keynote speaker's company, we could link it to the keynote session for additional exposure. Click the blue plus sign next to Sessions and select the keynote session we created earlier to link it. Let's add a booth location to our exhibitor record. Click the blue plus sign next to Location, type in the booth number, and click Add. Close the dialog box to return to the list of exhibitors. Follow these steps to create more exhibitors and add logos if you have them. We only want our sponsors to have an enhanced listing in the app that displays their logo in the list view. Click on Types. Let's leave Logo for the Gold sponsor toggled on, but toggle it off for the Type exhibitor. You can also reorder the order of the exhibitor types so you'd make sure your Gold sponsor would show above a Silver sponsor category. We've reached the limits of 3 entries in each table and are ready to see our work in the live conference app. Click Publish in the upper right corner of the screen to publish all of the changes made. Click OK in the info dialog. Go to Distribution and click Attendee Links. Here, the QR codes for downloading the EventPilot Conference App are listed to share with your attendees, plus codes for the web-based version of the app and the desktop planner. On your mobile device, open the EventPilot Conference App. Remember the access code we created for the project? That's what we enter now here, ABC24. The content of our ABC24 event downloads into the app, and we now have a fully functional event app. On the home screen, tap Browse Program, and the sessions we created earlier in the video are visible. All of the details we have entered appear. We can add the session to our schedule, view the speaker information, and of course, all of the content that we added is fully searchable offline. Here's our parent session, and within the parent session is the child session, the actual presentation. To see our exhibitors, either from the home screen or more, you can click the Exhibitors tab and see our Gold sponsor and any details we have entered, followed by the other exhibitors. Follow these simple steps and create your own event app today.